So far, you've learned how the Medicaid program is administered and the role of the federal government and the states in administration of the Medicaid program. Now let's learn a little bit about eligibility and coverage in the state plans under Medicaid. As we've noted thus far, Medicaid's focus is individuals who have limited income and financial resources, regardless of age. Medicaid is incredibly unique in that it covers more Americans than any other health insurance program. Medicaid recipients must be U.S. citizens or legal permanent citizens. It covers a wide range of people, from those that are age 65 or older, individuals with disabilities, children 18 and under, adults caring for a child, and adults without dependent children in some areas. Services covered under Medicaid are things like hospital care, post-hospital extended care, and home health coverage to almost all Americans age 65 or older. This graphic provides you with a great viewpoint of how Medicaid plays a critical role in our health delivery system. One important and critical aspect about Medicaid is that it supports our healthcare system and safety net. It provides health insurance coverage for 1 in 5 Americans. It provides incredible assistance to over 10 million Medicare beneficiaries, and it allows the states to have the capacity to address health challenges. It also provides an incredible amount of coverage for long-term care financing, programs that are important for the elderly or those with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Medicaid plays an important part in covering our nation's health system. So how does someone qualify for Medicaid? There are certain criteria that have to be met before you qualify for Medicaid. First is a general qualifying criteria, which is citizenship. You must be a citizen of the United States in order to qualify for the program. There are certain non-qualified citizens that also qualify. You must meet a categorical eligibility, which is people must fit into a predefined group of individuals, mandatory or optional. We'll discuss this one a little bit later in our presentation. There's also financial criteria. People must also have income below defined limits. This is usually set by the federal poverty level. As we noted in the previous slide, there are 2 Medicaid eligibility groups. These are mandatory and optional. Mandatory groups are groups that a state must include if they participate in Medicaid. These include pregnant women, children, parents, elderly individuals, and individuals with disabilities. There's also optional eligibility groups. These are groups that a state can choose to include. This includes all medically needy groups and also includes childless adults and mandatory groups above income thresholds. By this point, you've learned who Medicaid covers. Now let's learn what Medicaid covers. Once a person comes into Medicaid, they have access to all of the services that the state covers and are medically necessary. This can include such things as medical and doctor visits, hospital visits, or prescription drugs. Services must be statewide, comparable, delivered with reasonable promptness, and allow individuals to choose providers. States can define the amount, duration, and scope of services to reasonably achieve their purpose. There is one interesting note about Medicaid coverage, and that is the early and periodic screening, diagnostic, and treatment program. This is for children under 21 and allows them to get all medically necessary optional and mandatory services, regardless of whether the state covers them for other individuals. As we have noted, Medicaid can cover a variety of services. However, it is important to note that those services are deemed either mandatory or optional. All states must provide a core set of what the Medicaid program calls mandatory services. These services might include benefits such as physician services, laboratory and X-ray, family planning, or home health care services for individuals entitled to nursing facility care. In addition, states can choose from a list of optional services that they would like to offer as part of their Medicaid program. These can include prescription drugs, dental services, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, dentures or eyeglasses, home health care services, personal care services with options to self-direct, or hospice care.